Woo! Great thing about this game is you can do football matchups that'll never happen, like Chiefs Steelers. All right.
How high can you go with the elixir?
Good question. All right. Football time.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one.
Woo.
Between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, seeing that, well, I'm not doing real players, I'm doing, like, my team, controlled by me, and then, fighting on, I'm going against AI. Yeah, I'm not doing online head-to-head because I suck at that.
Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going,
yeah, I'm going to call me a Triox.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And they will
I hit the wall with my punt.
As it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Roethlisberger on first down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the
That's a
40-yard
yikes.
line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in
field goal
there if he's willing
range.
to take the hits.
That's
and
not
just
good.
fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh!
It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, 40 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line.
Ooh, 31 yards in that return.
Rams Rams will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now?
Oh, I just got sacked.
He's going down. Cameron Hayward able to drop him for a loss of 4.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Hey, please. All right, pretty much everyone's been in this situation.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20.
Oh, that was a catch.
Pittsburgh territory. A big play.
45 yards.
45 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Williams. And all the way down inside the 4.
Ooh, I'm on the 4.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run.
Now here's Mahomes.
Oh.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And nearly
Well, at least that was an
here
interception.
on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now, there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
All right,
but
field
if
goal.
there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
First carry for James Conner. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
All right.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck
0
out
yards.
a lot of scrimmage.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain.
All right, looks like they're going for a pass.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense draws.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Throw that sack, complete to Smith-Schuster. Yeah, he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
They gained 1 yard.
Good defense
That's
holds
it.
him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, the game the underneath stuff, you got to go
That's
make the
only
tackle
15
right away.
yards.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Only one
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Alan Bailey in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that one blown up.
All right, 3rd and 9.
He's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Roethlisberger.
All right.
Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him
4 and 17.
And that'll lead to 4th down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Back now with Charles Davis.
All right, start in the second quarter with
possession of the football as we begin the second
possession
quarter.
of the ball.
They take over 1st and 10 up near midfield. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that is caught.
Oh, touchdown! Touchdown! Let's go!
Kelsey, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys.
And a loose football.
Fumble.
And it's picked
Yes!
up by the Chiefs.
Oh, the pickup off of the fumble.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward able to drop him for a loss of 4.
it's interesting, partner, that most defenses
try
and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more.
That's going to be on the 9.
More blitzing.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
Yikes.
Extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger.
All right.
Sideline, but it's incomplete.
Right away,
Antonio
getting
Brown,
the
the
miss.
intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd
It's
down.
going to be a 2nd and 10 on the 23.
had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he finds McDonald. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a 1st down.
On the
Partner, it's a lot
38.
of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he slips up past the 45
Another
before being
10
tackled.
yards.
10 more there and another 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Yes!
That's a good chunk of yardage that's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Powers ahead at the 45. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time,
It's going to be a 3rd and 2 on the 43rd.
You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there,
I am by 3 points. 7 to 10. The 2nd.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at
Yes,
that.
this game could go anywhere.
Right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
Probably only one because the average one for me takes about like 45 minutes.
And that's what he did.
Here's the Kansas City
Yeah, that's
offense
what
now
I did
as
for
they get
the
set
last
to
time
take
I did
over.
one. I
They
kind of
have
like
to feel
split
they
between
missed on an
Ultimate Team
opportunity
and
for
normal.
points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points in today's NFL.
I mean, it always has.
That's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back?
Right, because it's pretty much just the same game every
2
year.
minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay? It got his man. Complete. 30 yards there.
On the 42 for a 30-yard reception.
Towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
And he'll get this one across midfield.
Ooh, 6 yards. That's good. Ooh, 9 yards.
9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some
Second
runs are
and
blocked
1
so
throw
well,
is good.
you almost forget that some...
Yeah, I'm winning in total yards.
The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid
5 rushes, 36 yards.
At this stage of
I
the
caught
game,
17 yards off of that one.
Because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that, because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant.
So the person who wasn't intended to catch it caught it. Luckily, they were on my team. So.
And I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find something. Open downfield. You can only
I'm just calling a timeout because I could get a touchdown or a field goal.
Get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Yep, there we go. There's that touchdown.
Kansas City. Sammy Watkins, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final.
All right, I'm leading by 10 points now.
On the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure.
Yeah, 10 points in the first half. Yeah. And there's only 25 seconds until I get the ball again.
Fielded about a yard deep.
I really kind of do it just so I kind of do it when I want to do it, just because I'm doing YouTube as more like a hobby.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Alright, I'm getting the ball again.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. We're ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
That's a 28-yard return.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them. Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first
That's
half.
a first and 10.
Be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're
We
taking
still got
credit
1
away from
yard.
the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They
Oh,
really
2.
work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get the scheme going.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That his first catch so far. They
Got
held him
9
under wraps, but he's
yards
got a
off of
first
that.
down there.
This has to go down as
Come
one
on,
of the simpler
first and
routes in the
10.
playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there.
I had
Keeps the sticks
legit
moving.
3 guys trying to take down
Mahomes
my
down,
quarterback.
first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, I got the first
Good
down.
pick up there. 8 yards on the first
Surprisingly.
See it now,
Also, the
fully
ball went a
understand
little
just how
bit
tough
shorter
it
than
is to
where the
cover
guy
tight
was,
ends,
so he has to
especially the
run
ones
up.
running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Anyone
They
order
can
a
muster
third
only
and
a yard
inches?
there.
Because
They'll
I
be left
didn't.
with a third and very short.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today,
run.
you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in.
I'm going to go for a
forcing an upcoming
46-yard
fourth
field
down.
goal.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just
Oh, I got
too
it.
hard about that.
13-point lead.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Funny thing is, I have it on promo, and so the teams are like even stat-wise, and yet I'm still winning by 13 points.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed...
I've also had
how
luck
they were
on my
gonna get
side.
that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of
How
the
many
time.
plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
If I'm being honest, that fumble saved me.
Whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
In the start.
Again, it's counter. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Further than 11.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He gets it. Good play.
All right, first and 10 on the 40.
To get the Steelers a first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was something guy couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a
Got
little
that
bit
leg
better.
sweep.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot that...
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
And that's the QB down.
In there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out. That's fine.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
All right, we're going from the 7.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
All right.
It's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about
I got
everything on
14
offense,
yards off of that
A lot
run.
of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They do get
4th
nine,
and 1.
4th down.
That was a terrific catch.
I don't
mean,
really
go up there
need
and get
to
it
attempt
one-handed
it.
like that. But I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves that you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it.
And they get to it with a pressure. Roethlisberger goes
How many?
down.
Ooh. They're on 2nd and 16. They lost 6 yards.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
All right, 4th quarter starting.
Trailing here as we get going.
I'm leading by 13.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
I almost got an interception, so
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to
that
judge
works.
that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Here we go now.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And it's complete to Kelsey.
All right.
This one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking
And
an
if
awful
they
chance with the
do
football right
get
there.
an
You've got a lead.
interception,
You've
then
got to
they
protect
have
it. And he's
44
taking chances putting it
yards
out
to
there
run for a pick
jeopardy.
6.
Especially in a spot like this.
So,
As you said, trying to cling to
probably
that
not going to
advantage.
happen.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
This is caught inside the 15.
All right.
Mahomes
I just got
finding
like
Hill
a
for
60,
big play.
43-yard reception.
yards.
So,
He's played a great
that's
game
fun.
and continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down.
Yeah, that ball went flying. That ball went flying.
And what he's getting done.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now Mahomes. Push. And this is caught by Watkins.
All right.
Kansas City touchdown. Sammy
This
Watkins.
Watkins' second receiving touchdown.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just don't like
I
him?
think today might just be a screaming day. Gonna probably do Herb Sanctuary Part 3 after.
Do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker?
Or I might take a little break in between.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
All right.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A second down
Third
pass
and
play there, but
3.
it's incomplete. Another wayward
I have a feeling they're gonna go for it on 4th down just because they need it.
They just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete.
I knew they were gonna try it.
Takes a shot here, but to no avail.
But I didn't expect him to like swat it out of the air while leaping.
Excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I
hoping
guess they
an
felt like they
interception.
needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't
All right,
get it, does it
on
really
the
matter?
25 with a 2nd and 1. Oh, this is not Pittsburgh's game.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise.
Second and 4.
They've got to keep that going.
Man, good spot.
Grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Again, it's Williams. Shreds the tackle.
Oh!
The 6 yards on the
the 1 yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
I get Mahomes touchdown.
He will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
No.
5 plays there on that drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Because I'm not probably be able to stop him, even if I do this.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
20.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Yeah, 20 yards.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Pass incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Why am I just standing here? That's pretty much all it looked like.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he almost intercepted it.
You had the ball.
Off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Sheds off the tackle. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to
got
get
the 10
this
yards that they needed.
30. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game.
Yikes,
First down on that last catch as well. Time for a break.
2 minutes left.
This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Connor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. That's complete, right around the 8.
All right.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
I might do Herb Sanctuary Part 3 after this. You're there, I might save it for another day.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talked about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind
We're
up
still
yielding
winning by
3.
23
In the grand
points.
scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess
Don't know why
closer,
everyone's
a little more
booing. We're gonna
Yeah,
win.
you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said
Watkins
here
or
that the data says
Williams?
that when a team's expecting an onside
I want
kick,
to try and
80%
get
of the
this
time,
to be a
the team
40
expecting
point
it, they do
lead.
actually recover the
I
ball,
mean, not
which is what
40,
we saw
30
here.
point lead.
This is close.
Oh!
The 15.
That's gonna become a reality. Or at least a 39 point.
Shy of the 10. That one goes for 36
Well,
yards.
29, not
Go ahead
39.
and throw the ball,
Don't
man.
know why
You
I
got
think
the
I'll
big
be
lead,
40
you got the
points
clock on
ahead.
your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it and thinking,
For a Chiefs touchdown.
Whoop, whoop,
Damian
whoop.
Williams, a 12-yard touchdown run. And
My
the
man's
Chiefs
just
just
swooping and
continue
swerving.
to on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
it certainly has. They've been pretty dominant
30
throughout this game.
point
And privately,
lead.
the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Butker now to kick this one away.
Alright, let's get this out of here.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he gets it out
There's
to
a
the
flag.
25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Oh, yes. That's good, that's good.
Now, this is going to put him back with a
Automatic
not
first
great
down.
field position.
So they really got zero benefit.
I'll try
at
to
all,
face
right?
off
Sometimes
against
you
him on
can
the
absorb a
15.
penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That was almost a pick.
And that incompletion was caused
Don't know
by
about
the
the
defense.
6,
I think
but
they were trying to get one into
definitely
the middle of
almost
the
a
field,
pick.
trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense, and what are the advantages of being in zone?
it's honestly kind of
Eyes and
sad.
reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football.
Oh,
to that
I
spot,
almost
and that's
got that
exactly what
safety.
happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And
All right, 7 seconds.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, we've won this.
So now only 7
30
seconds
points.
I'm not
I
even sure
haven't
who this guy is
seen
out there
something
playing right
this
now.
bad.
This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they
Honestly, this game would have been turned off on TV.
They get into the receivers pretty well. And if they
All right!
timing, it's going to affect what you're doing with the ball as well.
A big offensive explosion helped.
So yeah, that's gonna be the stream.
The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put
Oh man.
we'll just keep winning.
Alright, let's look at
It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play
we
with a
smoked
totally
them in
different
yards
style and a
and
different
completion percent. Yeah, we beat him. We beat him in pretty much every place. Yes, it's legit just Kansas City scoring. Well, most of it. Quarter 3 and quarter 2 were all Kansas City scoring, so. Yeah. Rushing yards, we got a lot more. Passing yards, that's basically where all our yards came from. First downs, we won in PR yards. KR yards, they won. Total yards, 522. Yeah. Turnovers, they got 1. So third down conversions, they did better. Fourth down conversions, they did worse. So yeah, that was the stream. See you, everyone.